Hello, welcome to another Sheffield United match reaction. Sheffield United have just drawn 0-0 with Swansea City. We've just been doing a watch along for 2.5 hours, watching the game, commenting on it. Oh, it's been a bore. It's been a massive, massive bore. Not enjoyed a lot of it, if I'm being completely honest. And I think the views from from all videos that we're going to be doing about this game will be down just because of how there just wasn't a lot of quality there. Really, really next to no quality in this game. Swansea waited until like the 80th minute to play a through ball. Lots and lots of pop shots from outside the box that went nowhere near our goal. They had one shot early on that Jack Robinson got across and got a tackle in. Other than that, I'm going to be honest, Swansea were pretty poor. I think that we were also poor, but we actually created an odd one or two chances. We created way more better chances than Swansea. And I never expected to say that at the start of this game. If somebody would have said, oh, you're going to draw 0-0 as Swansea, I'd be like, yeah, I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that because I think, yeah, we're just devoid of any sort of creativity at the moment. Nothing from the wings. I think Didsey with a ball into the box. Didsey was stretching for it, headed just wide. It was a very difficult chance to put away. There was one through ball where Didsey was apparently offside, which he wasn't. The keeper made a good save. Other than that, there's not a lot that happened in this game, if I'm being completely honest. Billy Sharp had a header early on in the first half that was straight at the goalkeeper. Like I said, bugger all in this game to get excited about. So what do I really say about this game? I think I'm pretty much there. Normally, I spend probably 10 minutes talking about the game and what's happened. Swansea's left back, I think it was, has won the man of the match. That says everything about this game. So, yeah, I think I'm about there. We've been live 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and I think I've spoken about the full game. Shall we talk about the players? Ramos in the goal had absolutely nothing to do today. Sorry, he had one save late on from Jamal Lowe that he just pushed to one side. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Everything else, he was picking it out of the stand and putting it down for a goal kick. So, yeah, let's run through the team. Georgie Bulldog did what Georgie Bulldog does best. He wasn't as good going forward as we would have liked to have been, but they had all the ball. They had literally probably about 70% of the possession. Maybe it was more in the first half. I think we got hold of the ball a lot more in the second half and tried to force the issue a little bit more. But I was really disappointed with how Swansea played. I was really disappointed about us not creating enough clear-cut chances because, let's be honest, Swansea are a very good side. They've got a very good team. They play great football, but they were there for the taking tonight. And I think if this was a few games in and we'd have scored a few more goals, we'd have taken Swansea apart in that game. The first half, for me, we should have been 1-0 up. Ollie Burke down that wing, the goalkeeper getting caught on the ball twice in the game, really. Once by Sander Berger and once by Dave McGoldrick really early on. Could have easily just got a tackle in there and the ball ended up in the back of the net. They were playing from the back and we were making them, well, we were forcing them to lose the ball. We were either nicking the ball off them or making them play another pass that they didn't really want to play and they ended up coming back to us. We did really well in just charging them down at all times, just closing them down and pressurizing them into making these mistakes. But yeah, it like I said, it was there for the taking, and we just didn't have the confidence to do it. We need to start scoring goals. When the goals come, the confidence will come. But yeah, they definitely look like a side that are really, really struggling for that confidence. And historically, Slav teams don't start the season well, and we haven't done. We've got 1 point from six, a possible six, and really looking at these two games before the start of the season, I'd have said we'd have beaten Birmingham and would have probably got a point away at Swansea, which we've done one of those things, but we just need to start winning games. And I'm hoping that we're going to get something against West Brom, even if it is just a point. But yeah, we need to win that Huddersfield game at home. We really, really do. But if we don't, then we're looking at 3 points from a possible 4 games. So yeah, and that anyway. Let's go through the team. So Georgie Baldock played okay. I think actually the defence had a good game, had a really good game. We didn't let them have shots. We let them have shots from distance. They were never going to score from them. So you've got to say that's a positive to take from this game. Basham did really well coming back in from the cold. Also did well when he had the ball at his feet. Wasn't thinking, oh God, I'm not an overlapping centre-back anymore. I can't run with the ball. Picked the ball up, took it past a player or two and got us moving up the field. Same with Egan. Egan was solid. I thought that Jack Robinson had a really good game at left-back. I like to see a big left-back, actually. David Unsworth, I know it's a totally different style of left-back, but I don't like seeing little tiny skinny fullbacks and really Ben Osborne in the last game. I think that's one of the reasons why Ben Osborne probably isn't playing for Sheffield United at left back in this game, because he obviously got bullied in the air for Birmingham's goal, and he wasn't particularly great in the Birmingham game anyway. Passing and moving wasn't on point. And Jack Robinson defended really well, and it's nice to see us having 3 centre-backs playing in defence again, whether one was a left-back or not, because it gives us that height when we are defending corners and free kicks and stuff like that. And Jack Robinson got his head on quite a few balls today. Moving into the midfield, this is where it all starts to unravel, really, because Ollie Norwood did okay. They had most of the ball. So that's what happened. When you have most of the ball, when the other team has most of the ball, it's just constantly trying to nick it off them or trying to put yourself in a good position to kind of not get beaten too easily. And I thought Ollie Norwood did okay. He did okay on the ball. Sander Berger had a nightmare today. Nightmare. Lost the ball every time he got it. It was almost like Swansea were thinking, he's the danger man. We must try and nick the ball off him. And Sander, I don't know, when it feels like he's got too much time all the time. And sometimes it works for him, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes Sander Berger picks that ball up and he's just looking around, he's waiting, he's carrying it, and someone's going to nick it off you in this division. Someone will nick it off you, and they did that all game today. So yeah, he didn't, I think once he tried to get forward, did okay and lost the ball. But he lost the ball every time he got the ball, and he was really, really poor. Moving on to, let's go Didsey, because he played in a couple of different positions tonight, Didsey. It wasn't Didsey's best game, but I'd always rather see Didsey on the field than not. Missed a good opportunity, obviously, with that one-on-one. Also missed that header at the back post. I think that was a bit optimistic because, he did well just to get his head on the ball, because it was obviously quite stretching for it. Had a shot early on when he could have played Billy Sharp in, which was poor decision making. Had a shot in the second half when we got into a really good position, and it ended up in row double Z, which was really poor to see. Another one that he could have fed into the box, and Ollie McBurney could have got something on that. Pretty poor game for Didsey, in my opinion. Ryan Brewster, I actually thought Ryan Brewster had a really good game when he... Well, to say that he's a striker, I think he had a good game on the left. Where did he play? Left mid and then right mid in the second half. Just weird. Just really weird having so many strikers on the pitch and only really having Billy Sharp as the focal point. I think Ryan Brewster did well for a striker playing on the left mid. Didn't really get any shots away today either, which was a bit poor to see. I think Ollie Burke did okay in the first half, getting in behind. He nearly nudged it past their goalkeeper when he came flying out of the box. That could have ended up in a goal. It's not great to watch, is it? We didn't particularly play well. And but I think we were slightly better than Swansea. Then Billy Sharp did okay. He had his one chance and he put it straight at the goalkeeper, which was poor to see. But he also had a couple of opportunities where he could have played in one of our other strikers. So Ollie Burke was going straight through the middle. He tried to dink it over the defender and he just got a head on it. Poor ball through to Ollie Burke. And then there was another one where Didsey was, I think it was Sander Berger that was going through on the right. And it was just not enough on it. Both balls, not enough on it. And both of those two could have ended up with the ball being picked out the back of the net by the Swansea City goalkeeper. Didn't happen though because Billy Sharp's passing wasn't wasn't good enough, was it? Who did they bring on now? Osborne came on, had a bit of a shocker in my opinion. Had one chance to put the ball into the box with his right foot, just dink it in there, and decided to have a shot that went way over the bar. Had a few balls in from the left that didn't really cause them too many problems. Just head it away, knock it away quite easily. I'm not sure where Ben Osborne's going to play this season, in all honesty. I think he's played himself out of a position with how poor he played against Birmingham, and then he didn't have a good game today either. Ollie McBurney also, geez, like he had nothing. He had nothing to really do. He was constantly up against like just players trying to foul him, trying to put him off. Little niggly knocks into him, and he bit. And I understand that because they were constantly just giving him jibes, giving him kicks, giving him like little nudges, and it must be quite frustrating. But he got on the end of nothing, which was it's not his fault. Just balls weren't good enough to him in the box. And then Bogle, I love to see Jayden Bogle on the pitch, and I want to see him on the pitch more. I think Jayden Bogle needs to play more games, whether he's playing at right wing back, whether he's playing at right. But the thing is, he's not good enough defending. I want to see him attacking. So maybe Ollie Burke on the left wing and Jayden Bogle on the right wing, something like that. I just want to see Jayden Bogle on the pitch more than what he is. That's it. That's everyone. I've gone through everyone, and it's only 12 minutes into this is a record match reaction. This 12 minutes, 12, 13 minutes. That's everything that I've got to say. Let's go through. Let's go through some of the comments. I don't agree with that. A draw was even lucky. I don't think it was lucky. I think actually we were the better team. We have to score against West Brom. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. We need that first goal. Yeah, McGoldrick should have scored at some point. I completely agree. Come on, Chris. Come on, Chris. Let's just not. Didn't manage to watch the match due to commitments. Yeah, it was a crazy thing to play so many strikers on the pitch and play one on the left wing, one on the right wing, one kind of in the midfield, and then one up front. Really weird. We don't want to be seeing Ryan Brewster playing on the left wing or the right wing. We want him through the middle. We really do. Got to see Osborne in the next game. I disagree. I thought Osborne were really poor when he came on. Poor tonight. Yeah, definitely Tyler. Square pegs, round holes. Thank you, James. Absolutely bang on that. Felt like we were just pushing players out wide. We need you on the pitch, so let's put you over there. And yeah, we want you on the pitch. Put you over there. Wasn't fun to watch. Swansea plays, but yeah, Swansea were the same. I would be worried if I was a Swansea City fan with them not scoring. Well, I know they scored in the first game, unlike us, but they had all the ball and just did nothing with it, just like us against Birmingham. Get the ball into the final third. We did that quite a bit, but it's just our final third is really poor. Absolutely, yeah. Bang on. Everybody knows what they're talking about. Why was Brewster playing wing back? I know. So many times when we were just defending. Brewster was playing at left back. He was playing at right back. He might as well have played at goal at some point. It was just really frustrating to watch. Swansea have a great defence. That is true. That is very true. Dreading Wednesday versus West Bromwich Albion. Yeah, me too, to be honest. I think West Brom could take us apart. And if Callum Robinson's playing and he scores against us, oh my God, how many Sheffield United fans are going to be going mental about that? Berger was poor from the off. Yeah, absolutely. Berger was shocking. Ben Osborne in centre midfield is the answer. Cracking little player. Hal, I don't know, mate. I really don't know at this point. No, wasn't great either. I know he wasn't, but when you've hardly got any of the ball all game, it's difficult to have an influence on the game. It really, really is. I knew it was going to be 0-0 tonight. Do you know what? I said with about half an hour to go, something like that, oh, there'll be one goal in this game. I don't know why I thought that. I really don't. Give Smith a go. But that's another striker. That is another square peg in a round hole, mate. It really is. Need Vieira and Davis. Do we? This is what we were talking about on the watch along. We're bringing in a defensive midfielder and a centre back. We've already got Sander Berger. We've already got Olino. We've already got Fleck. We've already got Osborne. These are all, I wouldn't say attacking midfielders anyway. So do we really need another defensive midfielder and then another centre back? Now, the defence played really well today. Don't get me wrong. I think Ben Davies and Ronaldo Vieira will both come in and start. I really do think they will. But at the same time, I just feel like we need some creativity in there. If you're not going to play Luke Freeman, bring somebody in who you will play. Bring in a creative midfielder that you want to put in that team and start. Or bring a pacey winger in. Those are the two positions for me that we need to bolster because if we're playing that way and we don't have the players to play that way, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Osborne is good enough, lad. What's his position though? What is his position? If we're going to be playing two centre mids, he's not one of them. I don't think he is. I don't think he's good enough. It's hard to watch. It's just not clicking yet. That is very, very true. Vieira has a sharp eye for goal. I don't think he does, mate. He's scored like 2 goals in about 70 games or something. Bullock had a good game. I agree. The full defence had a very, very good game, in my opinion. We look better with Basham at the back. Absolutely, Paul. Bang on, mate. Bang on. It was just a tough one to watch, especially after all those games last season of us not scoring goals. And then, obviously, this time we've not conceded a goal, but it felt like it were going to come. It felt like they were going to score a goal at some point because we'd not taken our chances, but it didn't. It is the Championship. It's much easier, not easier to keep a clean sheet. That's probably the wrong thing to say. But in the Premier League, if somebody gets a chance, they will put the ball in the back of the net past you. In this division, you get a few more chances. You create a system to suit the players and not try and cram them all into a new system. Absolutely. We've got a lot of great strikers. And like I said, they're just cramming them all into the midfield and attack. And it's just not working, is it? And I'm surprised. I thought that Slav would have kind of looked at the team and realised what we needed to do. We probably did need to carry on with 3 centre-backs, 2 wing-backs, 3 midfield, 2 strikers. I think that would have been perfect with the players that we've got. A few fresh ideas from Slav, maybe not overlapping. Jobs are good and get Jayden Bogle as high up as possible. Get Ender Stevens or whoever who's the best attacking left back that we've got high up the field and get some balls into the box. But I suppose that was kind of the Chris Wilder way, and we're trying to get away from that, I suppose. But Benny and Sharp had no preseason. Yeah, I'm not giving either of them any grief at all. And it's not really, you can't really blame the strikers for not scoring when we're not creating the chances. Anyway, I think we'll leave it there. I've been talking for way too long about this game. It was a really poor game, and I don't think I want to be talking about it anymore. So I think you'll all probably agree. Let's all go to bed. Let's sleep on it. Let's be well up for the West Brom game. Forget about this game. It's gone. We've not conceded. We've not scored any goals, but we've got a point. We're on the board. And let's hope we can pick 3 points up against West Brom. Fingers crossed. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.